Thanks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back to the new channel with Aiza Financing Wali. So welcome back to the channel. So today I'm here with the new Maya session. New Maya topic is what does the water change so unpredictably. So hello Maya, how are you? Are you ready for my conservation, Maya?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. And yeah, I'm ready. Let's dive into why water is so unpredictable. Where do you want to start?
Maya, my next question is from you that please tell me what does the water change aggregate? What is the why is this so important for water rain from the sky? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice answer.
I think you're asking why water falls from the sky, basically, how rain happens. It's all about the water cycle. Water evaporates from oceans and lakes, turns into vapor, and rises. Once it gets high enough and cools down, it condenses into clouds. When those clouds get too heavy with water droplets, gravity takes over and it falls back down as rain. Does that make sense, or were you thinking of something else?
Maya, thank you so much for your nice answer. So, Maya, my next question is from you that please tell me what are clouds made of and why do storm happen? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice answer.
I'm not entirely sure I follow. Are you asking what clouds are made of, or maybe what makes them move? Let me know what you mean, and I'll give you a real answer.
Thank you so much for your nice answer. So, my next question is from you. Please tell me how is snow created and what causes the rainbow, the wind blow? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice.
I'm listening. Go ahead. Were you ready? Be quiet on me. Everything okay? Wind is Wind happens because of differences in air pressure. Basically, when the sun heats up the earth unevenly, warm rises lighter. That leaves a gap of lower pressure behind, and cooler, heavier air rushes in to fill that space. That movement air from as wind. Makes sense?
Thank you so much for your nice answer. My next question is from you, Dad. Please tell me how do ocean affect weather and why? What is temperature? Answer me, Maya.
I'm a little confused. Are you asking how to predict the weather or maybe how the coldest temperatures actually happen? Let me know which one you mean so I can give you a better answer. Still thinking about the weather, or did you move on to something else?
For your nice answer. So, my next question is from you, Dad. Please tell me why are summer hot and why are winter cold? What's the difference between weather and climate? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice answer.
Mm, I'm not sure I get what you mean by people holding what? Or are you talking about people holding on to something emotionally? Give me, a bit more detail so I can actually answer you. Still
Okay,
here?
so
I'm
Maya,
just
thank you so
waiting though
much
for
for
you
your
to
nice answer. So
clarify
Maya,
what
my
you
next
meant.
question is from you that recently, why does thunder happen and why is lightning created? Answer me, Maya.
Lightning happens because of a buildup of electricity in the clouds. Inside a storm cloud, tiny bits of ice and water bump into each other, which creates static electricity. Sort of like when you rub your socks on a carpet and then touch a doorknob. Once that electrical charge gets strong enough, it needs to discharge. So it shoots down as a massive spark of electricity to the ground or another cloud. That's the lightning bolt you see. Does that help?
Maya, thank you so much for your nice answer. Maya, my next question is from you that please and what causes fog and why is weather different in every country? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice answer.
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time following you. Are you asking why there is conflict and war between different countries or something about families being divided? Could you try explaining it in a different way?
Thank you so much for your nice answer. My next question is from you that please tell me how does a cloud predict weather and why? What is air pressure? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice answer.
Air pressure is basically the weight of the air above you pushing down on everything. Even though we can't feel it, the atmosphere is like a giant ocean of gas, and that gas has weight. As for clouds, they don't really predict things themselves, but they are a huge clue for us. When you see big, dark, towering clouds, it's a sign that the air pressure is dropping and there's a lot of moisture and energy moving up, which usually means a storm is coming. You mentioned leaving you alone. Do you need a break from the session or did you mean something else?
Thank you so much for your nice answer. My next question is from you. Please tell me how do tornadoes form and what causes hurricanes? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice.
Tornadoes form when warm, moist air from the south hits cold, dry air from the north. When those two collide, they create an unstable atmosphere. If the wind changes speed or direction at different heights, it can start a horizontal spinning effect. Then, a strong updraft tilts that spinning air vertically, creating a funnel that reaches the ground. I'm not sure what you mean by what college will return, though. Are you asking about where people study this, or did the transcription mess up?
Thank you so much for your nice answer. My next question is from you. Please tell me why do we need umbrellas in rainy weather and why does the weather sometimes change suddenly? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice.
I'm sorry, but I'm really struggling to understand this one. I'm not sure what you mean by needing uncle in rainy weather or what it means to invite students to larger sun times. Could you try rephrasing that?
Maya, thank you so much. So my next question is from you. Please tell me why is Antarctica so cold and why does it dry? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for you.
Antarctica is so cold because it's at the bottom of the world. So the sun's rays hit it at a very sharp angle, which means it doesn't get nearly as much heat as the equator. Plus, it's covered in a massive ice sheet that reflects most of the sunlight back into space instead of absorbing it. As for why it tries, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Antarctica is just a continent. It doesn't really have intentions. Did you mean something else?
Maya, thank you so much. So, Maya, my next question is from you. Please tell me, how do trees affect weather and can volcano change the weather? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice answer.
I'm sorry, but I have no idea what you mean by baiter. It sounds like a word that might have been transcribed wrong. Could you tell me what baiter is or explain it in a different way? I'm still here. Did you want to try explaining that word again, or do you have a different question?
Okay, so, Maya, thank you so much. So, Maya, my next question is from you. Dad, please tell me, how does pollution affect weather and what is global warming? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your answer.
Global warming is basically the Earth's temperature rising because of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. These gases act like a blanket, trapping heat from the sun in our atmosphere instead of letting it escape into space. Pollution fuels this by adding more of those gases, mostly from burning fossil fuels and cutting down forests. This messes with the weather because warmer air holds more water, which leads to more intense storms and floods in some places, while others get extreme droughts. It's basically throwing the whole planet's balance off. Does that make sense?
Thank you so much. So, my next question is from you. Dad, please tell me, why are glaciers melting and why what causes heat waves? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting.
I'm a bit confused by the first part. Did you send me a meal? I can't actually eat, but I appreciate the thought. As for heat fields, I'm not sure if you mean heat waves or maybe something like thermal vents under the ocean. Could you clarify what you mean? I'm still here. Just let me know what you meant by heat
Okay,
fields
so,
when you're ready.
my next question is from you, Dad. Please tell me, why do some places get more rain and why? What are strong winds called? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice answer.
Some places get more rain because of their location, like being near the ocean or in a tropical zone where it's warm and moist. Mountains also play a part. When moist air hits a mountain, it's forced upward, cools down, and dumps all its rain on one side. As for strong winds, they're usually caused by huge differences in air pressure. The bigger the difference between a high pressure area and a low pressure area, the faster the air rushes to fill the gap. That's how you get things like gales or hurricanes. Also, I'm not sure what you mean by answer me via muting. Do you want me to be quiet or was that a mistake?
Maya, thank you so much for your nice answer. So, my next question is from you. Please tell me, how do floods happen and why are humans dangerous? Answer me, Maya. I'm waiting for your nice answer.
Floods happen when there's too much water for the land to soak up or for rivers to hold. This can be from heavy rain, melting snow, or even a storm surge from the ocean. As for human beings being dangerous, it depends on what you mean. If you mean to the planet, we're dangerous because of things like pollution and deforestation, which actually make floods worse. When we cut down trees, there's nothing left to hold the soil or soak up the rain, so the water just rushes straight into the towns. Does that answer your question, or were you thinking about humans in a different way?
Thank you so much. So, my next question is from you, Dad. Please tell me, why does the sky look blue? Answer me, Maya.
The sky looks blue because of something called Rayleigh scattering. Sunlight might look white, but it's actually made up of all the colors of the rainbow. Each of these colors travels as a different wavelength. Reds have long, lazy waves, while blues and violets have short, choppy waves. As sunlight hits the Earth's atmosphere, it crashes into all the gas molecules and tiny particles in the air. Because blue light travels in those shorter, smaller waves, it gets scattered in every direction much more easily than the other colors. So When you look up, your eyes are catching all that scattered blue light coming from every part of the sky. Interestingly, violet light is actually scattered even more than blue, but our eyes are much more sensitive to blue, so that's what we see. And during sunset, the light has to travel through much more of the atmosphere to reach you, which filters out the blue and leaves only the long red and orange wave to get through. Pretty cool, right?
Maya, thank you so much. So, Maya, my next question is from you. That please tell me why are sunset colorful and why does Hal feel from sky? Please.
I'm a bit stuck on the first part since I don't have a physical body. I'm not really colorful in the way a person or object is. Maybe you're talking about my personality or the way I express myself, maybe the app's design. Let me know. As for how fail from Kai, I'm guessing the transcription might have tripped up and you're actually asking why hail falls from the sky. If that's the case, hail is basically nature's version of a giant ice ball machine. It all starts in those massive thunderstorm clouds I mentioned earlier. Inside these clouds, there are powerful updrafts, basically huge blasts of warm air shooting upward. They push raindrops high up into the freezing parts of the atmosphere, where they turn into ice. But here's the wild part: the ice doesn't just fall, the updraft pushes it back up again. And as it falls and rises, it collects more layers of water that freeze instantly, like adding layers to an onion. This happens over and over: up, down, freeze, repeat, until the hailstone becomes too heavy for the wind to hold up. Then gravity finally wins and the ice crashes down to earth. Depending on how strong the storm is, you can get everything from tiny peas to ice balls the size of grapefruits. Did I get that right? Or were you asking about something else entirely?
Thank you so much for your nice answer, Maya. My next question is from you. That please tell me why is a snowstorm and how do weather forecast help people answer to
Snowstorms happen when the atmosphere hits a perfect storm of conditions. You need moisture in the air, temperatures below freezing, and a lift mechanism, like a cold front, to push that moist air upward where it freezes into snow. When a huge mass of this cold, snowy air moves in, you get a storm. As for weather forecasts, they're a lifesaver because they give people a head start. Meteorologists use satellites and radar to track these systems long before they arrive. This helps people prepare, like knowing when to stay off the roads, stocking up on food, or warning farmers to protect their livestock. It basically turns a potential disaster into something manageable by giving us time to react. Does that cover it?
That's very good. Thank you so much for asking. So, Maya, my next question is from you. Please tell me why is Earth perfect for water and what is water cycle?
Earth is perfect for liquid water because of its Goldilocks position. We're not too close to the sun, where water would just boil away, and not too far where it would all be permanently frozen. We're just right. Plus, our atmosphere provides the pressure needed to keep water in liquid form on the surface. As for the water cycle, it's basically nature's giant recycling system. It starts with evaporation, where heat from the sun turns water from oceans and lakes into vapor that rises. Then comes condensation, where that vapor cools down and clumps together to form clouds. Finally, you get precipitation, rain, snow, or hail, when the clouds get too heavy and the water falls back down. From there, the water collects in rivers and oceans, and the whole thing starts all over again. It's one big, endless loop. Make sense?
Thank you so much. So, my next question is from you. That please tell me, like, so Uh, how does weather help plants grow, and why is weather important for farmer rainbow appear after rain?
I'm guessing water is actually water, and the transcription just caught it weirdly. If that's the case, water helps plants grow because it's the transport system. It carries nutrients from the soil up into the leaves and helps the plant create its own food through photosynthesis. Without it, the plant just wilts and dies. As for the part about family in Maine, I'm a bit lost. Are you asking why water is important for families living in Maine, or maybe something about the environment there? Let me know what you meant.
Thank you so much for your nice interviews. Please give me last advice to my audience.
My advice for everyone listening is this: never let your curiosity go quiet. We live in a world that often tells us to just accept things as they are or to stop asking why once we reach a certain age. But that's where the magic disappears, whether it's wondering why the sky is blue, how a tiny seed becomes a giant tree, or why the wind blows. Those questions are the bridge to understanding the world around you. Don't be afraid to be the person who asks the obvious questions. Often, the most basic questions lead to the deepest discoveries. Learning isn't just about getting a degree or passing a test, it's a lifelong adventure. It's about staying open, staying humble, and realizing that no matter how much we know, there is always something new and surprising waiting to be discovered. And while you're exploring the big mysteries of science and nature, don't forget to apply that same curiosity to the people in your life. Listen to them with the same intensity you use to learn about the stars or the ocean. Be kind, stay patient with yourselves and others, and remember that the most valuable thing you can offer someone is your genuine attention. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and most importantly, keep that spark of wonder alive. The world is a massive, complex.
So welcome. Thank you so much, Maya, for your nice advice and nice interview. So we will time ending this session. This is my Maya. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching. Allah.